Yo! What's going on, guys? Happy Sunday. Bitcoin's trying to hold some support right now, but I'm not worried about that. Let's talk about, looking at the long-term charts. I want to look at the 2-week chart in particular today and see what we need for Bitcoin to do next if we want the bottom to still be in, or where we need to break if Bitcoin's going to go lower. So let's do it. Smack up the like button. Let's hit 100 likes. Do not make me have the crying face, man. I do not want to come on here today. Come here, do the crying face, act like I'm freaking crying because I don't get 100 likes. Let's get it, man. Subscribe to the channel if you're new, and let's get busy, man. So what are we looking at here? So we know in yesterday's video, we came on here and talked about how we got the hash ribbons signal flipped to a buy, okay? Now, it's not going to show here on the 2-week chart, but if you go over here on the daily, you'll basically see that we did get that buy signal down here on the hash ribbon signal. What does that mean? Miners do not have to be selling their Bitcoin in order to remain profitable, at least at the moment, right? That can change, but at least at the moment, that's what we're looking for. Now, if we go back to the 2-week chart, here's what we want to see for Bitcoin. And I think, this is more so just an overall macro view and what we want to see. And it's very, very simple. What we want to see for Bitcoin now is to see a higher low come in. Now, I know that sounds very, very simple, but there's a reasoning of why I want to see this higher low for Bitcoin. We go back to say, you see what we're doing right now, okay? You guys can see we had this little rally up here, right? Everyone's excited, we're going back up to the upside, but now we're getting this 2-week bearish engulfing weekly candle, okay? So, does that mean we're just going to capitulate to 14K? Well, hold on just a second. We've seen this before, and this is what we want to see, right? We're getting that bearish engulfing candle here on the 2-week. If we go back to, say, 2018, we had the same thing happen, guys. We had this little rally here, right, from about 3K all the way up to 4K, right? A pretty significant move. And then we pulled back, and you guys can see we had this bearish engulfing 2-week candle right here. But what did we do after that is the most important thing. Well, we came back down. We did stay down here for about another month, so we could be down at these areas for a significant period of time if this wants to remain the bottom. But we kind of made this higher low, okay? We made this higher low in the 2-week chart as far as a close goes, and that's what really was able to start us going it back into the right direction. Okay, so let's go back down here in 2014. It was sort of the same thing, right? We bottomed here on this big capitulation, but we ended up coming all the way back up from a close to about 200 of a close to about 290. You guys can see these are very interesting percentages because they're around the same. But what do we end up doing, right? And we're thinking, we're going back to a bull market, and then we get rejected. And we get that 2-week bearish engulfing candle right here, which everyone's probably going to scream, holy shit, we're going back down the lower lows because we get that bearish engulfing candle. But what did we do? We came back down. We ended up staying down here for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can argue 6 candles, which is 6 weeks, 6 candles, and a 2-week is 12 weeks. It's about 3 months of being back down here. But what did you end up doing? And this is the key. You ended up coming back up and making a higher low on the 2-week chart. Okay? And then you came back up again, got rejected again. But what did you do again? You came back down, actually had another bearish engulfing 2-week candle, came back down, wicked all the way back down here. But you ended up coming all the way back up and closing at a higher low again. All right? So you can see the significance here of these higher lows coming in at the bottom and wanting to just remain these higher lows on a weekly chart, right? It's the same thing on the weekly chart. We go over here. You guys can see we just kind of maintained these higher lows back in 2018, and we maintained these higher lows all the way back over here in 2015, really, right? So we want to remain that higher low structure. Now, if we go back to the 2-week chart, and this is what I want to point out. It's kind of what we talked about yesterday a little bit, but here's what I'm looking at here. If we can make a higher low, okay? We have the setup, right? We have the 2-week market cipher green dot, right? We have the hash ribbons buy signal flashing. So what we did back in 2018, right? We had the 2-week green dot right here. We had the buy signal flashing. We obviously ended up bottoming after we got both of those signals, just like we did now before coming back up to the upside. It was the same thing all the way back here in 2015, where we got the buy signal flash right here in the hash ribbons. We got the green dot on market cipher. Yes, we ended up going sideways for a long time, and this was almost like 6 months of sideways right here before going back up to the upside, but the point remains. What we need to see now is Bitcoin to make a higher low on a close. Can we wick down to 14K? Can we wick down to 15K? Sure, we did that in past bear markets, but we want to see is a stronger weekly close above the previous low of about, I think it was 19,200 was our weekly close low. As long as Bitcoin can remain, and this is just my opinion, as long as Bitcoin can remain above 19,250, we're still just going to look for that higher low, whether it's in right now and we come back up, or whether we come back down to 19,400, 300, or something like that, make a slightly higher low and then come back up. That's what we ultimately want to see for Bitcoin to remain this to be the bottom. Now, I'll tell you right now, if Bitcoin starts to come back down and close weekly candles below the previous lows, it's not going to be looking pretty good. And that 14K level could be coming that everyone's calling for. So watch and learn, right? All I want to do on this channel is look at what the charts are saying, what they've done in the past, and try to find some conclusion and what we need to see if we want to see Bitcoin hold this level, which is just a 2-week higher close low, a weekly higher close low, and just remain this higher low structure until Bitcoin's ready to come back up to the upside. All right, so let's get it. Let's get busy. Hope you guys have a rest of your fantastic Sunday. Just wanted to make a quick video update on what we want to see going forward. I'll catch you guys in the live stream tonight, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time over on my other channel, Jordan Cameron Crypto. Subscribe to this channel, subscribe to that one. Catch you guys later. Like up the video. Peace.